What is going on, you guys? AK40 Kevin here in the gamer heaven. I got some boxes over here, guys. Let's check it out. So this is actually something I'm pretty excited for. I've been using the same lighting setup for probably about 8 months or so. I have two soft boxes. I have only one setup currently, but these things are extremely bright. I do have the diffuser sheet on it right now. They have these massive light bulbs in there. These things work pretty good to create really natural dynamic lighting. Here, let me show you guys what I mean real quick. So yeah, these things certainly don't look bad. However, they're very, very large and heavy and bulky, and it takes forever for me to set them up and move them around. I'm constantly switching light sockets in my room, going around trying to get different angles while I record and stuff like that. So I wanted something that produces the same amount of light, same rated lumens, but can also do different warmth scales. So very, very cool light, kind of on the blue side, and then also some warm, kind of vanilla rich, almost yellowish light or amber light as well, which add kind of a natural light and also make me look a little bit tanner and less busted. So that's nice. Not to mention these new lights I got are both from Elgato, and they both have full support for the Elgato Stream Deck over here. So I will be able to add a couple of hotkeys over here to be able to change the brightness, change the color temperature, so, you know, warm to cool, like I had said, if I want different dramatic effects and whatnot. And also, you know, obviously turn them on and off, so I shouldn't have to be needing to walk around my room and change power plugs and set up different angles and stuff like that. It should be a big time saver and also increase my productivity when I'm making these YouTube videos. Alright, so I literally never record over in this side of the room. I don't know why, there's good space over here. The two lighting products that I got here is the Elgato Keylight Air. So they came out with the Elgato Keylight about 2 years ago, really stormed the scenes, retails for $200, but it's very, very hard to find. In fact, like, it's sold out pretty much everywhere. Best Buy, Amazon. Then you have the Keylight Air, which is smaller, puts out less lumens, is not quite as powerful, but also just a great lighting solution, especially if you're mounting it to your desk, like right by your PC. So it's great for streamers. As you just hit the button on the Elgato Stream Deck, you illuminate your face and you're good to stream or record your YouTube videos. So that's cool. That retails for $130 on Amazon, Best Buy, etc. Of course, linked in the description below. And then this is the latest offering from Elgato in their lighting department. It's the third lighting solution that they've offered, and it's called the Elgato Ring Light. So very excited for both of these products. I'm actually going to break this into two separate videos, so I'm probably going to use this intro for both of them, but I do want to split off here because I don't want to make the video too long, and also people might be looking for one of these specific products, so I want to get in depth with the unboxing and setup and whatnot. So we're going to start with the Keylight Air over here. Sorry, buddy, we'll take care of you in a little bit. So it looks like they might have been trying to play bumper cars or something with their Amazon vans in the parking lot, and this box might have been the victim of that. Gotta get a little violent with her. Alright, so this is your instruction manual. That's kind of cool. It's a piece of cardboard here, and this literally has your entire software installation instructions, as well as how to set up your base, as this does have like a little stand. I don't think it gets up very high. I think it's like a 4-footer, maybe less than that. But the reason for that is it's not really supposed to be a floor stand. This thing is actually compact enough that it's meant to stand on your desk. Now, people have said in a lot of YouTube reviews and whatnot that if you get the traditional Keylight, you only need one of them. If you get the Keylight Air, they recommend getting two of them because they are not as bright, and they are also a more compact lamp head, so you don't get as much coverage. Like, for example, I showed you guys my softbox, which is absolutely massive, which isn't really pointed over here like it should be. So, you know, but I am not doing that because I'm going to have the Keylight Air, I'm going to have the Ring, and then also when it comes back in stock, I'm going to get the third and final version that Elgato offers, the traditional Keylight. So, and there's a reason I'm getting all three of them. There's a specific reason why I'm getting all three of those. The Ring light gives really soft, subtle, even light to the face, so that's why a lot of makeup tutorial YouTubers and like cosmetology and beauty channels, they use those because you can get like really natural, even just soft lighting on the face. So I think that'd be great for when I'm streaming and recording over there from my PC. The Elgato Keylight Air is going to be kind of my fill or hair light, so that way it's going to be kind of illuminating literally my hair and then also my background and stuff like that. This is a traditional photography three light setup. I did do a tutorial about, oh man, it's probably about 9 or 10 months now because it was in my other house, going over how to set up a 3-light setup. So you have a key light, a fill light, and then a hair light. So, you know, key is your primary. It's about 100%. It's like 100% brightness. Then you have a fill light off to one of the sides and a little bit further back at about 80% brightness. And then you have a hair light that kind of adds a little bit of ambiance or pop to your background, so you don't blend into the background. You kind of pop and stand out from your background. I know it sounds like a lot, but it's really not that complicated. If I can do it and I have half a brain cell, I have faith that you Stallions and Stallionettes should do just fine as well. So in here, you got a couple of dinner plates. Awesome. So these feel incredibly premium and high quality, which you would expect for a $130 product. It's a matte finish. It doesn't even look like a lamp, honestly. It looks like the screen of a Kindle Paperwhite, those Kindle readers, which, you know, isn't an LCD screen. It's just like, it looks like you're staring at nothing. It's like white plastic. But apparently these things get pretty gosh darn bright. So that's pretty cool. It does run on a 13 volt or 2.0 amp connection. You do also have a little threaded adapter in here for the stand, and then a on and off button there. Warning, may become hot during prolonged use. Handle with caution. So I heard these don't get that hot. There is pretty good venting in here. But still, I mean, obviously a light, it's going to get hot over time. And they do have this really cool pattern on here. Hopefully you guys can see that. This video is shot in native 4K, so hopefully this shows up pretty good for you guys. I'm really trying to step up the quality of my YouTube channel here, hence the new lighting. I'm shooting in primarily 4K now, unless it's just my webcam on the PC. I'm doing a vlog or something that is still in 1080p. What is this? All right, this is the base stand here. This is extremely heavy. I mean, granted, I'm a pretty weak dude. Generally, I struggle picking up a pencil, but this is definitely heavy, even for you big old Stallions out there that might be distant relatives of Arnold Schwarzenegger. So this thing also does have really, really grippy rubberized coating on the back. Like, this is made out of Ferrari tires or something. Real grippy. If you put this on your desk, this is not going anywhere. Hands down, I would stand behind that. There's a lot of grip there. Right, in this little box here, I'm assuming you have some hardware. You sure do. All right, you have this little pamphlet here, and there's like 1,000 languages in here. You have Egyptian hieroglyphics, you have the Da Vinci Code, you have Deutsch, you have the language for our brothers on the other side of the border, but you do not have, I don't see English in here anywhere, to be honest, which is fine because the font's so small and I'm so elderly that I can't read that anyway. I do like that big cardboard quick start guide that they have, though. That's really cool. So you've got your clamps here. You have your electrical adapter / power outlet. This thing kind of screws in there. It's threaded, so you just screw it in. Cool. So that goes in there like that and locks in there. If you want to remove this adapter, you press down on this little tab here and twist it, and it'll pop off. But we want it on. We'd like to get power to this thing tonight, please. Then you got your little cable tie back here. For the sake of this video, I'm not going to waste too much time doing my cable management with this thing and whatnot, but these are eventually going to be, you know, having the wires look all pretty and stuff, especially if they're going to be in one fixed location, because like I said, I want to kind of maximize my productivity with this to where I can just go over to my Stream Deck, boom, hit one button, have all 3 of the lights come on, and I'm ready to shoot a YouTube video instead of taking literally 3 to 5 minutes, getting assaulted by this big bastard over here. This thing is top heavy. I've had this softbox fall on me about 5 or 6 times, and I just start swinging because I don't know what's happening. I don't know if it's a home invader. I don't know if it's my light setup. You know, I'm like a blind animal. I feel in danger, and I just start clawing. So yeah, we got this bad boy here. This is about a 6 foot, maybe 7 foot cable. All right, and then you have the shaft here. I'm assuming you screw it in from the back. Yes, sir. Screw this in like that. Again, I'm not even reading the instruction manual for this, and it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. If I can do it, literally anybody can. So again, as you see, this thing is pretty small. That's because it's primarily meant to go on a desk. Now, you can get a different stand for it if you want. You know, this is a pretty common threading pattern. So, I mean, you could get like a different stand for it, but it only comes with the little desk lamp, which is fine by me. I'll find a use for it, boys. That's pretty cool. This does come with different electrical adapters too. So if you're in Europe or Asia or something like that, where they have different plugs, you can use those, which I think is really cool. All right, so you're going to screw in this threaded adapter here, which is rubberized, so that's nice. You're not going to get a whole lot of vibration through it, or, you know, rattling or harmonics or anything like that. Not that you're going to be moving this thing around too much, hopefully. And then you're also, once you put that ball mount in there, you are going to how the fuck do they expect anybody to be able to do that? Like, literally, I guess you can use your knees or something, but like, how the fuck do they expect anyone to be able to do that? That is not a very easy install process. You know what I mean? Like, not at all in the slightest. You have to like get this ball in here like that. I don't want to drop this panel, obviously, because this thing's probably pretty fragile. All right, we're going to hold it with our knees. This is what you have to look forward to, guys, if you get a Keylight Air, is pinching it with your knees like that, because you can't, because no normal human being that doesn't have 3 arms can actually get this on here like that. Like, this is probably one of the stupidest designs I've ever seen in my life. And there's my dog I was talking about. She's cute, but she can't help with this process. No, it's okay, I got it, Harley. Thank you for offering. No, I did it. It's okay. I got it. Daddy's got it. I'm sorry for raising my voice. I didn't mean to startle you. That's a big girl right there. I know. I know. You want my lighting setup to be better too. So does my subscribers. I know. All right, sweet. So you can lift this thing up and down, but it doesn't have a whole heck of a lot of adjustability. Oh, actually, that's more than I thought. So it gets pretty long. That's what she said. But it's still not like super long. You're not really impressing anybody with the length of your Keylight Air or anything like that. I don't know why I held it like that. That was kind of weird. Oh, that's a cool little feature. So on the side of it over here, you actually get height lines over here that are labeled. It's very, very small, but it's labeled, and I'm assuming centimeters or millimeters, something small measurement, definitely not inches. All right, so we got to plug it over here in the Stormtrooper desktop area, and it's staying on now, which is a good sign. It's kind of on like a warm vanilla, you know, rich tone right now. It's not at a very cool spectrum, a cool end of the lighting spectrum. So on the back here, they do have a clip at the top here to hold the cable in, and then another one right here, which is good. It kind of holds the cable in towards the base, so it's not so loose. And then it also looks like it has, yeah, it looks like it has little slots down the back where you can also push the wire in as well. So that's nice for a cable management standpoint. I like that a whole heck of a lot, as I do want to keep my cable management looking relatively slick in this setup. Didn't see too many wires from the front. All right, so with the wires tucked in there, you really can't see them, which is great, because, you know, I'm about that cable management life. All right, so let's install that control app and get this thing run through some of the initial software setup. All right, so we got this bad boy plugged in. Again, I'm probably not going to have the wire running like that. I'll probably have it run all sleek somewhere, but turning it on, it does pop on, but then it cuts itself off after a couple seconds. I don't know if that's because it's not hooked up to the control app yet or what. We're going to figure that out right now. So you do need to install an application that is called Elgato Control Center. That is actually separate than the Elgato Stream Deck application, which I already have on my PC. So we're going to install Control Center now. To find it, just go to elgato.com/download. You could probably just Google Elgato Control Center and it'll take you to the first link. Yeah, it says you definitely need to have the app installed to do anything with this light. And then it says switch on your Keylight Air. It'll take approximately 10 seconds to boot up. And you do need a Wi-Fi network with 2.4 gigahertz, which is pretty much the standard. So that, move the vape here. So that modem over there, well, modem and router, do 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. So 2.4 is more common. That gives you a wider spread. So if you have a larger house or something, that can connect more devices. However, it's a little bit, well, it's about half as slow as far as data transfer as 5 gigs, but 5 gigahertz. But the 2.4 is more common for like smart home devices and stuff like that. So just something to keep in mind. All right, let's install the application on the PC, boys. Alrighty, guys, over here at my PC, as you can see, going to go ahead and share my screen here in just a minute so we can go through the installation of the Elgato software. So this is with the air light on, and it looks pretty darn good. Let's go ahead and turn on my halo in front of me as well. Not bad, not bad. Turn the halo off. This is just with the Elgato Keylight Air. Looks pretty good, actually, and this is what it would look like if that was off. Not great. Put the ring light that's built into my webcam on. Okay. Turn the ring light back, or the air light back on. Okay, it turned itself off. Cool. It'll come back on. Give it a second. And then it dims itself a little bit too to let you know it's here for you. It doesn't want to scorch your corneas. Doesn't want to hurt you, sweetheart. Yeah, that looks pretty damn good if I do say so myself. Hey, that looks pretty good. This is just a regular cheap, like $35 1080p webcam, by the way. All right, let's install this thing. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you. Let's move this up there. All right, so this is the Elgato website over here. You select your product. I came down here to lighting. There's the 3 lights that they offer. I chose Keylight Air. It's telling you there's a mobile phone app that you can get for iOS and Android. But we're going to install the Windows version first because, yeah, we're going to need this integration with our Stream Deck over here. All right, so it's prompting me in the corner over here. No accessories found. Let's add an accessory. Okay, your PC doesn't have a Wi-Fi adapter. I do have a Wi-Fi adapter I can plug into my PC. But if you don't, you know, I don't have like Wi-Fi built into my motherboard or anything like that because I'm plugged in via Ethernet, as you should be. But anyway, I do have like a thumbstick Wi-Fi adapter that would work for this, but
please use a laptop, iOS, or Android device to add an accessory to your network for the first time. You can then control it with this PC. Click the question mark if you're fucking confused.
So we're going to go ahead and use my phone. So it says you only need to pair the Keylight once. After that, it'll be connected to your network. So even if you're on Ethernet like I am, a wired connection, even after you turn it off and on many times, you can control it via the software. Blah, 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 blah. So over here on your smartphone device, as soon as you install the application from the iOS or Android store, what's going to happen is you are going to join the network, the Wi-Fi network on your phone that is named after your device. So in this case, it said Elgato Keylight Air and then the serial number. And that is going to link up with your home Wi-Fi network. And then from there, you should be good to go. You should only need to pair it once. I gotta say, I am actually liking the lighting so far, just on this default brightness and also color temperature as well. I would like to take it a little bit more towards the warm scale, a little bit that warm, amber, rich vanilla tone. I do like cool light as well. We will test out some different temperatures as well as brightnesses. But I mean, the fact that this is like a $40 cheapo 1080p webcam here, and it makes it look pretty darn good. I think it brightened up my teeth a little bit. It made my skin look clear. I mean, I don't look as broken, so that's good. All right, sounds good. An unexpected error has occurred. Try again. So these are my typical nights. Nothing ever seems to go too smooth, and that's okay because if it does, it doesn't keep me on my toes, and I don't like that. So the fact it didn't work, that's good. That's typical. We're gonna try it again. All right, awesome. It keeps failing on my phone, so we're just gonna go ahead and plug in this Wi-Fi adapter here to the top of my PC, and we're going to get this bad boy paired. One way or another, we're getting the sucker paired, boys. All right, so a short couple of seconds after plugging in my Wi-Fi adapter, it says there's this new device found. We're going to go ahead and connect it now. Damn, that's good internet. Ooh, you guys don't need to see my password. Oh, it left me in the dark. Oh, whoa, we're back. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Spooky. All right, awesome. Connection failed. Let's try it again. Not a good setup process with the Elgato Keylight Air. What is going on here? Alrighty, boys. So we got the Elgato Keylight all set up here. Like an idiot, I was entering just one character off of my password like over and over and over again. I was extremely tired. It was a pretty rough day. So yeah, besides the phone app not really working, I can't really blame Elgato for the PC setup. That was kind of just user error, operator error. Anyway, I do have this set up with the Elgato Stream Deck now, which is awesome. I have a Stream Deck XL, which is the 32 key one, but this will work with the 6 key mini or the 15 key traditional Stream Deck here, and you are able to turn the light on and off from there, which is pretty awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and full screen so you can see a little bit better. So the actual application itself doesn't pop out into like a windowed mode or anything like that. It's literally just a little dock down here. So in order to get to it, oh, not that. In order to get to it, you click on this icon right here and it pops up this little tab, and it's kind of frustrating because like if you try and close the actual dock, it closes out the entire application. So you just need to wait for about 10 seconds or so until this gets out of the way, which is really, really annoying because as you see, it's blocking a bunch of the controls over here, and that's there it goes. Okay, you got to wait about 15 seconds or so. So you can't adjust the brightness here. As you see, I'm only at about 20% and it is perfectly bright. This is on the cooler side of the house over here. You can adjust to a warmer temperature, which we're about to do right now. All right. Let's get a little full screen action. Skip the stupid stinger transition. So this is about dead center. This is more that amber warm light that I was talking about. There's cool, like blue light. And here's the warm end of the spectrum, or 29K or kelvins. And this is 7,000 kelvins or kelvins. And this is 5,300. This is 4,000. And again, the brightness is only at 27% right now. I'm going to blind myself for the sake of science and good YouTube content and show you guys how bright this thing gets. So this is at 50% right here. There's the blue. There's the warm. Nice. Things are heating up in here. It's like a sauna. And here's 100, boys. So this is literally like staring into the sun. This is the very, very warm light. This is the cool over here. I'm not going to be able to sleep now because I'm scorching my eyes with a shitload of lumens of blue light, but that's okay. And this is right here in the center. As you can see, it is extremely bright. So let's get back down to about 20%. That's probably what I would keep it at. Let my camera adjust and whatnot. Yeah, so it gets stupid bright. It really does. And the controllability is awesome. The integration with the Elgato Stream Deck is really fucking cool. Being able to just use my Elgato Stream Deck to control things like brightness. I can go up and down in increments of 20%. You can also set it to a preset brightness level. So if you want it at 75% or 25%, you can do that with the press of a button, or you can do it in steps like 5%, 10%, 25%, etc. You can also adjust the color temperature in different steps as well. So 50 Kelvin or 500 Kelvin. So if you want to adjust your brightness and your blue or warm scale, the color temperature, you can do that. You can also turn it on and off with the Stream Deck, which is pretty cool. So all in all, I have to say it is a pretty damn good product. You know, the setup was kind of, the actual hardware setup, as you see me having to pinch it between my legs, that really wasn't ideal. The phone application would not pair for shit. You do need to have Wi-Fi, which a lot of gamers don't. It's great with the Elgato Stream Deck. I think that's probably the coolest thing, is the integration with the Stream Deck, considering I'm trying to control like my entire YouTube and live streaming room and everything from the Elgato Stream Deck. So that's really cool. I also do think the build quality is really solid. It feels incredibly durable. It's small enough and compact enough to fit on my desk perfectly right in front of me. It provides good natural light. I like it a lot. It has a big, wide spectrum of color temperature from warm to cool. It gets stupid bright, brighter than I would need it for just doing vlogs and stuff at my PC. The only time I would use it at that 100% or 80% brightness is if I'm recording a video back there standing up, like an intro video or something for a product review, in which case, you know, I could use that as a almost like a key light, not just a fill or a hair light, but an actual key light, because it gets really, really bright. It's not very big, so you're not going to get a large surface area like you would with a softbox, but honestly, for something like this, for being on your desk for streaming, this is absolutely ideal. Honestly, between the brightness, the range of color temperature, and then the integration with the Stream Deck, and if you don't have a Stream Deck, you can still fully control it from the control panel on the bottom right of Windows. And you know, also the application, I did eventually get the iOS device, the iOS application running, and it did work really well. It had the same control bar sliders and stuff like that you're going to get on the PC version. So all in all, I think it's a fantastic product. Elgato's been around forever. They now are a subsidiary of Corsair, so that's good. Corsair has fantastic customer support, warranties, and all that other good stuff. And I think this is a pretty solid product, and it's going to work for my needs. So make sure you guys subscribe so you can be there when I unbox the Keylight Ring, get that all set up, and then also when I get the Keylight Regular and get all three of them set up in my room to get a traditional photography, videography setup with a key, fill, and hair light. And if you guys like tutorials around YouTube and Twitch streaming, as well as gameplay vlogs, news around the gaming community, honest tech reviews, and custom controller and PC builds, then definitely consider subscribing and sticking around, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.